right. I want to welcome y'all to the next installment of the Dojo, and we got a really dope producer. We met honestly just crossing through studio connects that we had, and without further ado, it's No.Topher. We out here.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Shoot, coolin', bro. Just trying to keep your head on straight. All the craziness in the world.
Man, me and you both, bro. Me and you both.
I feel that.
Man.
So what you been up to since the last time we seen each other? Shit, we only like met real fast for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, a whole lot actually. I ended up joining the Air Force.
Okay.
So that's a huge life change. Um, and trying to balance that with my music, that's just the lane that I've been trying to be in. Just really trying to figure out how to balance this life with my past life and like kind of merge the two.
For sure.
Um, so it's just been a long struggle doing that.
What's your
But
what was like what made you make that decision? What was the deciding moment? It was like, I'm a join the Air Force. What was that? What was that like? I was like, you told me that shit the other day. I was like, this nigga trying to fly some planes.
I mean that the spot that I was in, I just didn't like.
Mm,
I just saw myself not progressing, and I just wanted to change up something, but just to kind of give myself like a reboot in a
okay.
sense. So I'm like, okay, where can I go where I know I can practice on my consistency and my discipline and all that stuff, as well as like starting a good foundation for my life. Because like, of course, I want a family, and like staying at your grandma's house ain't gonna get you a family like
For
that.
sure, for sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
so
Like I know that
you
like the
gotta,
back of my hand, bro. I get that.
yeah. So you kind of had to make some grown up moves and like just be honest with myself as to where exactly I want to be. And I just like, okay, so Air Force it is. I scored
Hey,
high on my ASVAB test and got in. So here we are.
hey, yo, listen to that. Us artists, we are critical thinkers too. Don't bullshit us. Don't shortchange us. We be sitting out here. We'll sit down and think.
Yeah.
Um, so get a people a quick like synopsis of who you are. Introduce yourself because we only really met. I only know your name and what you do. So this is us really for real, y'all. This is us like really meeting each other for the first time. So
All right. Well, no Topher, just because it's just Chris Morrow. Um, Producer from Chicago, of course, where we met. I've been making music for about as long as I can even touch a computer.
for sure.
Um, I have a profound love for it. Um, I suck at introducing myself.
Yo,
Uh,
it's all good, bro. This is the look. This is the place where you could look, be real as fuck, transparent as hell, whatever the fuck it is. That's cool.
yeah, man, like I'm really outgoing, bro. I'm cool as hell. Love video games. Um, I produce on FL Studios.
Mm, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that alone there. I mean, I used to live in Tennessee for about 4 years before I
Word.
moved back to Chicago. Honestly, like if I had to retire right now, it would probably be in Tennessee. I love Tennessee.
I feel
Like
that.
you get the mix of the city with Nashville, and then you get the like the country with Knoxville. It's like the best of both worlds for me. Um, but I'm part Panamanian, part African American. My mom's side is Panamanian. Um, so I'm actually the first generation of my family to like actually live in America full time.
Word.
Yeah. So That's pretty cool. I wish I could speak Spanish. Like my mom stopped teaching me when I was like 4. So like I never
Or
was able to pick it up. Like I can understand a decent amount of it,
yeah.
but the speaking part, like
That's
one
a
of the
whole nother thing, bro. Because it's like depending on where you from, or like
exactly
it's
like
like you
there's
could
so
be
many
from.
different dialects of Spanish. So it's interesting. Um, but yeah, I mean, anything else you want to know? Just go
Shoot, I
ahead.
wanted to actually stop on the point of family. So, not too many people know this. I'm not sure how many people know this, but your brother,
Uh-huh.
um, King Lear, y'all two are something else.
I was gonna
Um,
bring that up a little bit later, but yeah,
yeah, I'm just gonna look. I'm just
yeah,
letting y'all know, y'all motherfuckers are something else. We're gonna
yeah.
talk about what y'all, y'all the stuff that y'all have done together. But
Mhm.
speak on what influence does like your background or anything like that have on the way you produce, whether it be the stuff that your parents listened to when you were growing up, or just the things that you gravitated towards sonically that like shaped how you make music.
Okay. So before I started making the music that I'm making now, like more hip hop R&B type, I strictly used to just make house music.
Mm.
Because that's all my dad listened to. I love house music. Like
Oh
it
man.
always gonna have a spot in my heart. Like I just love to like move, like the movement of it, like
Exactly.
the concept of doom, doom, doom. Like it just gives me chills because like it's a happy music. Like you
Mm-hmm.
can't be sad listening to house music.
Exactly. It's something about that 4/4 beat, man.
Exactly,
It speaks.
exactly that. It just gets me going every single time. I really haven't made some in a while. Like I'm pretty sure like I've tried to start something and just was like, eh, because I'm
You
like,
trying to do, bro? Like we can make a house
look,
tape, bro. I'm
look,
down to collab, bro. Look, you send me a melody, I chop up a beat. I send you a melody, you chop up some drums. We fuck it
come
up.
on, well, we can fuck it up.
Cause I was working on
Look,
some. For the longest time, I was like, I want to do some footwork, and I had never like even just attempted to do this shit. I was like, I
I
want to do
actually
this.
got this. I don't mean to interrupt,
No, you good? Go ahead.
but I actually got this footwork and beat that I made for one of my friends when I was back in Chicago. Um, I chopped up this lollipop, a
Yeah,
lollipop. Yeah, I chopped up that. And it's actually pretty cool. I'll send it to you.
for sure,
Um,
definitely.
but it's pretty cool. But yeah, no, if you want to make it the working, no, we can do that.
Oh yeah, we need to definitely collab on something because yeah, bro. I forgot what track it was. I think it's on your SoundCloud. I don't know if you took it down or not, but it's like there's this one track where it's like almost like it was hip hop. It was like more like trap hip hop in the first half, and then it broke down into this like house joint in the second half, and I lost my mind. I was like, "Oh, this nigga got he didn't like switched it up on me. What am I gonna do?" But yeah, I remember when we first talked, I was like, "No, I gotta talk to this nigga more about like just house music, because
Hmm.
I got that on my notes. Talk about house music. I want to talk about what your who do you feel is your like production forefathers, or like the people that like when it comes to like putting the shit together, or the way that you think about it, like who helped open your mind or your eye or whatever to like this shit.
Well, to be honest, when I first started making music, it was my uncle
Mm.
because he got me into it. I never really getting into it. I never really did much research as to who was doing it before me. I kind of was just doing it.
Yeah.
Like I was spending all my time at my grandma's house, and that's where my uncle lived. All my time over there every summer, and so I had nothing to do but just to make music. Like it was just there on his computer, so I was like just doing it.
And
But as now,
how old were you when you started?
how old was I?
Yeah.
Probably like 7.
Oh yeah, bro. You got me beat. Woo. Yeah, you OG in this shit. Let's
Yeah,
go.
probably about 7 years old. As far as I can remember, yeah, I think about 7. But coming to now, like more that I've invested more time into my craft and um, did a little bit more research as to who've done it and how they've done it.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely see like a mixture of like Scott Storch and a Metro in there.
Yeah.
Um, just and I think just the slightest bit of Ye's creativity though.
Hey man, look.
I need a little
We,
bit more.
yo, he sunned a lot of motherfuckers out here.
Yeah,
We can't
I mean,
lie. It's like,
you can't you be lying if you say you didn't get no inspiration from him.
come
So
on now.
um yeah, so I'm pretty sure like Ye, Scott Storch, Metro, definitely Zaytoven.
For
Um,
sure.
like I could just keep naming off. Like I literally for the past couple of weeks, I've just been listening to music. Like
Mm-hmm.
really just trying to just see like, okay, let me get some inspiration from this. Let
Mad
me
consumption. Yeah.
exactly. Sometimes you just gotta stop listening to your own stuff because you're not gonna make anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like just everything starts laying over top of each other and it all just sounds like I'm like, I don't know what's going on in the moment. Like you gotta get
Like
some
the beat version of writer's block. So you just gotta find some way to combat it.
for sure,
And
for sure. I um I was actually wondering what are some what's an old block like something that like was hard for you to get over in the beginning stages of like making music and coming up with stuff that you was like I'm never gonna figure this shit out, but like if I asked you to do it right now you'd be like nigga I got that shit.
um, I think it's something I'm still working on.
Mm.
I'm getting better at it though. But it's playing the piano. Um,
Whew, man, we all be saying that shit. We were like, I need to play piano, bro.
and it's but like the benefit of actually being able to do it very
Exactly.
well is like monstrous.
Yeah, mad valuable.
Like, cause at this point, like every time I hop on, I always like I don't know, self-consciously just go to one chord. Like I
Mm-hmm.
always go to that chord just because it's the one that my fingers are just accustomed to going to.
Mm-hmm.
So before I didn't know anything. I was just
Just touching shit. I was like, ooh,
before I
that
even
sounds nice.
majority of the time I was playing it on my actual laptop keyboard.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I literally had no idea of music theory, no, none of that. And so actually getting into it and like starting to teach myself and actually asking questions,
Mm-hmm.
because when I was in Evanston or Chicago, um, I had a mentor, ish, that kind of taught me a little bit about like actual theory and
Word.
all that stuff. So he got me into actually trying to become an actual producer. Uh,
Word.
so it's something I'm still working on, but that was probably the biggest hump that I had to get over is like just all my melodies and all that stuff. Like because piano it just literally flows into everything else.
Yeah, man. Um, beyond okay, so piano.
Hmm.
So what's another skill that like you right now that's like you either heard somebody else do it or it's like this concept just conceptually like you know how certain people that have like you take a snare, right? You
Hmm.
lay the snare down and it's a nice pattern, but then you just turn up that reverb just enough to where like the snare starts bouncing around enough. You know,
Yeah.
like those certain like certain playing games with the ear. Like what are certain things that you're trying to figure out now that you heard in a certain song or something that was like, oh man, I need to make it feel like this part right here in this song. I need to replicate something like that for myself.
So the like I said, past week I've been just listening to a shit ton of music. But one thing that I've heard is just how like spacey their sounds
Mm.
are. Like they fill spaces, and um in the process of trying to figure out if that's the reverb that they're doing. Um, but I'm also coming to a point where I'm thinking that they're using panning techniques of
Mm-hmm.
making sure that different sounds are different places, so it
Yep.
sounds like it's different. Um, so I actually was making a beat early, yesterday, 2 days ago, where I was doing that with 808s, just moving them around, and
Yeah.
it sounds crazy,
Mad different.
crazy. It's just like literally because the way I like to think about it is,
Come on, let's get nerdy. Look. I brought
it's
this
good, it's good,
because I
it's
was
good,
like, I was ready to get nerdy as hell.
it's
We about to
good,
talk
it's
about
good.
sound design for
Yeah,
like a minute. Let's go.
I'm with it. The way I look at it is, music, just the beat with no effects or anything is like a straight line.
Yeah.
And so if you want to catch somebody off guard, that's really what you're doing. Like that makes you like something is because
Yeah.
you're off guard by like, oh shit, like damn, that's actually
Yeah.
good. Is by moving that line. And so the easiest way to move it is panning stuff,
Yeah.
because we have stuff going all the way to the right, all the way to the left. Oh, it's not all the way to the left, but it's still a little bit on there because I still hear something right here. It's
Exactly.
it's it's a panning technique that I'm trying to really get down, um, because if right now the panning on hi-hats are really popular right now. If you
Yeah.
listen to the way that the hi-hats are going, they're like moving all over the place. Like they're not even normally, if you were to listen to like 4 or 5 months ago, the difference between the hi-hats then and the hi-hats
Mm-hmm.
now, like it always used to be
Time flies when it comes to this music shit, bro.
exact.
Time
It's
flies.
crazy. I mean, but people don't even realize it. So you just gotta
It's
keep your
like
head on it.
I think I heard someone say it was like every 6 months is equal to a year in the music industry.
Yeah,
And it's
that's
like that
about right.
like it changes your perspective a lot about how like these motherfuckers be moving in the industry. It's
Yeah,
like, oh shit, that's why these motherfuckers be like feeling like they gotta do something.
yeah,
Like
because you
fuck.
gotta keep up. You gotta keep
Got
up.
to.
It fucked me up when I went to basic, because I was in basic for 2 months in Texas.
Let the
Basic.
civilians know what basic is.
It's basic training for military, for the Air Force. So I had to go all the way to Texas for 2 months in basic, and then another 2 months in my tech school. So I was away from music for about 4 months.
Your
Uh,
ass was fiending, bro.
uh,
You was fiending.
it was probably the hardest time in my life,
Mm.
because music was my escape. Music was my everything. I just knew I could go to something that I personally could do good at. Like I knew that this was my domain. Like when
Mm-hmm.
I open my computer, I put my headphones on. Like it's nothing but me and my music. And away from that for 4 hours, and it's being replaced by somebody yelling in your face.
Shit weak. Shit is weak.
We, but yeah, I don't know, but eventually got over it, and I still miss my speakers. I can't have speakers in my room right now, but when I get my
I
kids,
I have I was staying at a friend's crib a while back and they had some really nice speakers
mm,
and then I moved into my place and then I was like I got my speakers back and I was like fuck I need some speakers. I was like it changes like you don't realize how much of a difference like when you're like sitting there and you go from in-ear to headphones to wrap around buds to
mm,
loudspeakers to tall ass speakers Like it really pays a lot to be like to have those
Yeah.
at your disposal.
It's,
It really does.
man, I had some Rocket Sixes. Oh my gosh, like my brother has them right now, and I know he's using them well.
Oh, I know the nigga using them.
I
He,
know he's using.
he using them motherfuckers. He wearing them
Man,
out.
it was tough. It was tough, but yeah, it's definitely a difference from like headphones to even listening on your phone to listening in your car. Like
Yeah.
I go through at least three of those to make sure a beat is good.
It's
'Cause, like,
so
you can't just go off of headphones. You can't do
it's
it.
so man. It's like the most it's the honestly it's the thing that I hate the most about just the recording process and everything is just making sure that it sounds right through any type of like if I'm playing it on these on my laptop, bare speakers, whatever it is, I swear it's the hardest thing. Just
Yeah.
like getting that shit right.
No, definitely feel that. It's I forgot somebody called it. There was a like a whole term that they came up with, like just not just listening on one source of feedback. Like you had to do. I forgot it. I'm that's gonna hurt me. I totally forgot what they said, but it's basically what we're talking about. Just
Dude,
listening.
definitely. If you find it, I'm gonna leave it in the description so
Yeah,
people can check it out.
I totally forgot what he said. But yeah,
I let me see. Yeah, we almost halfway. So look, second half, we get to loosen up a little bit. We get to just talk whatever, we get to talk shit. Um, I want to talk just a little bit about we'll save a little bit of the brother duo talk for later, but I want to just touch on it just a little bit because first things first, um, that's how I met you.
yeah.
I met this dude along with his brother, and they were both in the studio. And his brother was in the booth, and he was just going, just ripping at the mouth. I was like, God damn, who the fuck is this? And your ass was sitting on the couch just.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, what is this? You're like, oh, that's what I'm like, yo, who beat this? He's like, oh, that's my. I'm like, damn, nigga, yo. I'm like, y'all, bro. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, wow, y'all knocking. And then like maybe y'all went through like 3 tracks,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, damn, all of this, y'all, shit, y'all niggas coming with it. So I was just like, wow, I was blown away. I was like, I ain't never seen nothing like that because at that time, I'm trying to think, that was like 2 years ago, 3 years.
Two, two. I want to say 2 years ago.
I want to say 2 years ago. It was like 2 years ago, and around that time with Sonics and production,
Mm-hmm.
the type of sounds that you were making weren't you're building a bridge with your sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you were what was going on currently in the landscape of popular, just popular consumption, and your like just house influence. You built this bridge where I was like, oh no, this is it. There's a certain sounds that you would pick and how you would play with just like the fact that you knew that your brother was gonna be hopping on this and you knew the quality of his voice, so you knew what sounds was gonna work with him. I just wanted to say publicly kudos to both of y'all, and especially kudos to you because like sonically, I was like, yo, this kid blew me away. I listened to that shit the other day, bro. I was like, what had this nigga on my show? This shit dope as fuck. So
No,
yeah,
it's a pleasure being here, man. I appreciate all of it, bro. I appreciate
definitely, definitely definitely gotta have the real ones on. Definitely gotta, I see. The first time we spoke, just I could tell like you cared as much as I did about music and
it.
about what you do with it. Like I can tell that you're intentional with, with your shit. I can
Hell yeah.
very
Yeah.
much tell that. So this is the second half of the show.
Okay.
And we're gonna do a quick little commercial break. If you are watching right now and have been watching, you probably only got half of this interview, half of this episode. If you want to catch the full episode, you can go to the Patreon, and it's linked down below, along with No.Topher's information. All his stuff is down there. Shoot, anything you want to say to the people on the commercial? Anything, anybody want to shout out, plug?
Um, I'm actually gonna start streaming like video
Oh
games.
shit!
Yeah. So I'm actually about to start going on that track because that's something I've been doing for the longest time either. I mean, as well, playing video games. Of course, everybody fucking.
Oh man, we
Um,
about to talk about video games now. Look,
uh,
if y'all really look, y'all about to miss out on some really good conversation. So look, if you really want to catch really good conversation amongst really dope independent artists, go to the Patreon down below. Become a Patreon member. Just start the first tier. It's only $3. You coolin'. It's $3.
$3.
All right, so we're gonna get back to the thing. All
But yeah,
right.
so let's go.
Shoot. Okay. So what's going on, bro? Like, what has been like, besides music, besides shit, the fucking world trying to explode? Like, what's going on, man? What's the day to day? What's the haps? What's been on your
Day
mind?
to day, like right now, I actually thank the fucking Lord I just got out of quarantine.
Oh
Um,
man, I remember you
it
telling me
wasn't
this.
it wasn't me. It was one of my classmates that ended up contracting it, and so our whole class had to go into quarantine. So I just got out yesterday. I was in it for a whole week.
Damn, bro.
But it gave me some time. Like you always got to find the silver lining and things like that. But it gave me some time to think about what I was trying to do, how I was going to move forward. And so I came upon starting streaming because I play games all the damn time as well as make music. And so like why not combine the two? Exactly.
Using that brain.
Yeah, so why not combine the two? Because I ran across one of my friends that I actually met on Xbox, but he is a like a graphic designer. And he I don't know, just came up in a conversation that I made music. Um and he actually asked me for one of mine for a like a highlight of like some gameplay
For
and
sure.
just put in the background. I'm like, that's actually pretty smart because I've noticed the streamers they have a problem of getting copyrightless music,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and so I'm like, why not try to interject myself in there
Exactly.
and make something out of it? And
Honestly.
so I'm like, okay, well,
My
let's
man,
go.
my man's went into quarantine. He was like, I got a plan. He came out, I was like, I got a plan.
Yep. But yeah, I actually want to plug that guy I was talking about. His name is Bridge. It's underscore Bridge H2O underscore on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be start working with him as far as like getting content out and everything. It's gonna be a slow grind, but everything is, man, like
That's what I'm
nothing
talking about.
nothing worth having is coming quick. So
Exactly.
it's gonna be interesting of how everything actually plays out because like I have it how I think it's gonna play out, but most of the time it doesn't ever work out like
You
that.
know, I swear,
So
bro.
you just gotta roll with the punches and keep on moving. So
Definitely.
that's really what I've been on, just trying to figure out exactly how like I said in the beginning, like how I'm gonna to balance the military life with me still wanting to be a part of, like my civilian side still wants to be present. So I'm still trying to find that balance. Um, but hey, it's all a process. I love the journey so far.
Shoot.
And I've been thrown all over the damn
Shoot,
place.
bro, you better than me, bro. Shit, I can't be up in there. They push me around, yell up in my face. All y'all niggas gonna whoop my ass because I ain't dropping down and giving nothing. Like, y'all would have to lock me up, though,
See,
and key.
I figured it like because in my head, even before I joined, like I I knew everything that was gonna be going on. Like my parents raised me like really, really strong minded.
Hmm.
And so in the way that like I'm not necessarily the most talkative person. Like I don't like to waste my words with
Yeah.
people who don't deserve my words at that. So majority of the time I analyze and see. I don't talk. I'm literally just listening. I'm a
Yeah.
great listener, and I know how things are gonna plan out because I'm just listening to how people are talking and all that stuff. So me going into it, I'm knowing that okay, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of yelling, it's gonna be a lot of this, it's gonna be a lot of that.
Yeah.
And so like the first week or so of basic, I figured it out. It's a game. It's a game.
Yeah.
My dad told me like the game has to be played if you even if you like it or not. Because either you're gonna play the game or the game gonna play you.
Oh man, it's some fucked up shit, but it's true.
It's true. Like
Oh, it's so
you
fucked
can
up.
find deny it, like oh fuck the system, all this, all that, all that. But
That
that's what
motherfucker's strong and didn't know what the fuck it's doing. Don't try to play that shit because
it
it
was
will
built
bite back.
for a reason and purposefully. And so like the quicker you learn how to maneuver yourself around and get yourself in a place where you want to be at the same time playing that game, oh you'll be better off.
So
It,
do you feel like this is like better like equipping you just to like be just a regular adult in America? Cause
definitely.
I feel like this is like legit like you want some covert shit like I'm gonna learn these niggas, I'm gonna figure these niggas out. Like I don't know.
No,
Shit.
it's real though, like because there's gonna be people in the music business that you don't want to work with,
Facts.
but you have to because they're gonna get you to a place where you want to be. And
Totally.
so, not necessarily kissing ass because that's something that I didn't want to do. Like that's something
Hmm.
I've never done, never will do. Like I haven't been good at it, whatever. But like my dad and my brother actually just came to visit me 2 weekends ago. I'm up in New Jersey right now.
Word.
They came and visited me, and we were just talking about it. And he was my dad. He just be dropping knowledge out of nowhere, like just like oh man,
Like,
that was
damn, Nick.
yeah, like yeah,
We
like
eating a burger, bro. Like I can eat all that shit.
exactly. But he was just dropping knowledge, and it was talking about it's not necessarily kissing ass. It's using what you know about them and using it to your advantage.
Yeah.
So if they like something that you like, oh, perfect. Talk about it. Making conversation, all
If
that
that's the
stuff.
only thing y'all niggas talk about for 3 hours, so be
Yeah,
it.
it is what it is, but y'all made a connection on that one part. And so like you made an imprint on that person
For
because
sure.
oh, I know somebody who knows this just like I do.
Hell yeah.
But it don't got to be huge. It can be all the small things in the world because pennies add up. And so,
Hell yeah.
um, yeah, it's been a bunch of playing the game. Um,
Boy, you strong, Nick.
man,
Strong, nigga. I
mom
couldn't do
didn't
it.
raise no bitch, bro. Mom didn't raise no
Yeah.
bitch.
Shit, I'm a bitch like a motherfucker. I couldn't do it. Goddamn, I couldn't do it. Nah, I couldn't do it, bro.
Yeah, but it's definitely preparing me. It's definitely been a struggle because I'll be sitting here lying to you if I said that I like wanted to stay here. Like always had the mindset, yeah, I just want to stay here. No, when this just started, oh my goodness, like all the COVID stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Being in the military was not a good spot. I mean, financially, yes, because we
Yeah.
had a consistent job, but being able not to do anything,
That's some bullshit.
nothing, couldn't
Cause these
leave,
niggas get you used to being busy, like literally wearing
couldn't
you out.
do anything. I was like, I could do this at home, bro. I'm about to leave. I could really sit here and do nothing at home. I'm about
Oh man.
to, and yeah, it took me a while to get over it, because it's just some points you just gotta grow up. I've been realizing that
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta grow
Yeah.
up. Take some to the chin.
Yep.
You just
Yep.
gotta.
We at that age. That's the thing that I realized. Like when I had dropped out of college, like freshman year. Like after that, because I couldn't afford it. It was just
Same, same,
and you know you drop out and then you sit there like and you just start thinking, and then I was like, okay, well, all this shit the same. Real
Mhm.
talk. Like after you get out of college the first year, you realize all this shit is high school, just like bigger and like bigger consequences. And
Mm-hmm.
at some point, you're just gonna have to like just like when you was this fourth quarter, you definitely don't want to go to summer school. You got two F's on your back, and you go be like, "Well, I'm gonna suck it up and knock out all this homework until the end of the
Yep.
year." And like, there's like been like I don't know 5 times after I've graduated high school where I've been like, it's finals week, like you know, it's just like it's midterms, it's you know, it's like whatever it is, it's just like I gotta suck it up. I'm on punishment, whatever you know, whatever the hell my parents used to say. It was like gotta suck it up, and it's just,
That's hilarious. Yeah,
it
that's so true.
don't matter. It don't matter if you went to high, if you went to college, if you didn't get it, go to college. Look, the same shit. You're gonna learn some of the same shit. Some of it gonna be learned sooner than rather than later, but
Very
what's the
true.
shit you're gonna learn? So
Very true.
crazy.
It's final week.
Nah, for real. Be up there in the store, be up there grabbing groceries and shit, and
Mhm.
then see that total and be like, damn,
Yep.
it's finals.
I felt that
Like
so
I'm gonna have to go ahead and buy
hard.
this because nigga, I need it.
I just felt that so hard, bro.
You ever feel guilty for buying yourself food, bro? Like this is
I'm like,
rough.
damn, do I really need all this food?
Food, do I really need to eat?
Man. I mean, I can go starving for a couple of
You know
days.
what I mean? I've
I'm
been
back
meaning
and
to
forth.
fast. I've been needing to get a little closer to God. You know, I ain't talked to him.
Hashtag fuck adulthood, bro.
Oh, swear, we're gonna get that trending real quick. It was like that moment when you grew up and then you realize like you was like, oh, grown ups know what's going on. And then
Mm-hmm.
you grew up and you realize, nigga, I don't know what's going on. Do
I
y'all know
don't
what's
know what
going
the
on?
fuck's going
And then
on.
they was like, no, we've been bullshitting you this whole time. And now you a grown up just like scared as fuck and don't know what the fuck to do. Like these niggas like, here you go, nigga. Welcome to the world.
Mhm. Exactly.
They ain't
Well,
shit. They ain't shit.
there you go.
Oh
It's fun in a way, in a weird.
Oh yeah, it definitely has its moments where it's like, this feels good. And it
Mm-hmm.
lasts for like a good like 10 minutes. And then reality set back in like shit.
Then you got to build the next day. You're like, oh,
Mm-mm-mm.
damn.
What's we gotta talk about this. When's the next time we're gonna get this No.Topher King Lear project? When the next time y'all
Project. So right now he's actually working on this project with one of the producers that he found, or we're all good friends with, in Iowa.
mm-hmm.
Uh, he's finishing that up, but the next one should be for the brother duo again.
Okay.
Um, yeah, it's really
Do you mind if we dig into that? Into that?
oh, no,
Like as far as like, you know, just musically, what is y'all like, yeah, what is y'all relationship musically? Like how did that
um
get started?
uh he's been making it as long as I've been making it. Even probably a little bit longer, probably like a year or so longer. But he used to make it as well as me, but then slowly but surely, I was the only one to really keep making it,
Mm-hmm.
like actually keep trying to make it. And then it actually wasn't until like I was 20. He was like 22.
Mm-hmm.
that he actually started rapping. So
Oh, okay.
he's only been rapping for about like 2 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Nope. Dead ass.
So
Dead.
when I y'all niggas, that nigga just started rapping.
Yes.
Bullshit. What the fuck?
Serious. So serious. Dead
That
ass.
nigga was serious. The nigga was going on hard as fuck. I'm gonna leave the look. I'm gonna leave the link to that shit below because y'all need to listen to that shit. These two were crazy, and this that just pissed me off. Honestly, that's all.
Yeah. I
Damn.
mean, it's literally our work ethic. Like
Mm,
that's how we've been in place. Like if you want to go for something, like go for it 100% and
that's
100%
real.
time. And so we just had to go for it because at that point, like we weren't doing anything with our lives besides working our part times or 9 to 5s or whatever. Not really doing stuff, just living or
For
just
sure.
being here on Earth, really. So like I had it wasn't even just me and him. I actually had two friends, but my other two brothers, um, that I go in that we all go into music together. Um, my brother, his name is EXO. His Instagram EXO Hurt. he he was the one who kind of pushed me into actually going and making music like
Mm-hmm.
on a consistent basis. Um, he I started teaching him how to make it. He got really good really quick. Um, and then he also transitioned from making it to being a rapper as well.
Mm,
Um, so I mean, we've had songs together, but we haven't put anything out yet.
okay.
So we have some songs in the works as well. Then his brother, my brother as well, but his actual brother, um, is kind of like the photographer, but he's also getting into making music as well. Like me and EXO have been trying to teach him how to do it as well.
Oh, y'all got gang up in
Yeah,
there.
so at the point it was literally just us four living in a 2 bedroom house.
That's real.
Literally just every single day is literally just music. Every single day.
Mm, mm,
Um,
mm.
but some unfortunate things happened, which I definitely don't want to talk about because that's gonna get me mad again. But unfortunate things happened, and we had to leave that spot, and then it kind of went a little bit downhill from there because we weren't able to get as much FaceTime with each other
No,
and
that's real.
like making the music that we were making. Like even at this point right now, it's harder for me to actually get the quality for me, not good quality, but my the quality that I consider to be good for
Mm-hmm.
me here, because like it's different from making music by yourself than
Oh,
making music with somebody to bounce shit off of.
collaboration is
It's
completely different. And I
that.
remember you was that's like the first thing we had linked up. When we was texting, you said that was like the first thing you said. I was like, man, collaboration. I've been like, I've been thirsting for it.
Man,
And
it's like in my opinion, it is pivotal to making good music.
yep.
Like
Period.
you can make, of course, you
You can
can
make
make
some cool
some good
stuff
stuff
by
by
yourself, but
yourself.
if you have somebody to bounce ideas off of,
Exactly. Like you see any big producer, like Scott Storch is the biggest producer out there besides Ye
yeah.
and Jay Z and all them. But he has, I forgot his name, but he's right there next to him all the time.
Oh no, I think I know.
Never just Scott Storch
Yeah,
making.
it's two. It's two of them.
It's two of them.
Then they make that what you call it, that Roddy Rich song.
Yep, the box.
Yeah.
Made it's like making good music. It takes more than one person,
Yeah,
and
it
so
does.
it's a struggle of okay, how what part of my brain can I pick today to make something different,
Mm-hmm.
rather than what part of this person's brain that I've never touched before. can I pick? Oh, I got a big ass bucket of
You know what I mean? I
see
feel you.
it,
That's
it
so this must have been hard. Like the whole quarantine shit, it must be really hard
man.
because I mean, honestly, that's part of the reason why I wanted to start this thing is because us as artists, we need to know that we're not alone. That's the
Mm-hmm.
first thing. As artists, we're not alone. As independent artists, we're out here. We are not alone. There are a lot of us. There are a lot of us, and the only way that we can build anything like the things that have made us dream to
Mm-hmm.
build
Yep.
is work together the same way they did. Like, shoot, the amount of people in the industry, from hip hop to R&B, that literally just said, "Nigga, it's us."
Yeah.
If I'm working, I'm gonna call you when they say, "Do you know a vocalist? Or do you know this person? Or do you know somebody that can come in and do this?" So I wanted to be able to have people on that I feel like, shit, I know you dope ass producer, and I'm always, people are always like, "Oh, I'm tired of YouTube beats. I'm tired of sifting through that shit." And also, I'm tired of sifting through and then finding something that's dope as fuck and not being able to contact the motherfucker and all
Yeah.
type of shit. And I know you gonna be like, "Oh, word, what's up? What you trying to do?"
Exactly.
I know you are. So here y'all is this dope ass producer right here on the plate. Hit my man's up. Let's support the dude. Come on now. We gotta support each other out here. So this is what it's all about. And I'm just like, I'm glad you came on, bro. I
I
really
appreciate
appreciate it.
that. It actually this actually gave me like a kind of a revamping because
Hey.
it reminds me of like where like it you know how you kind of deviate from where you're going just a little bit,
Yeah, just a little bit. And
just a
then you get
little bit,
knocked
and
back.
then you just like just right back on it. Yeah, this was what I needed. So I can't thank you enough for the invite.
Oh,
I
glad to
appreciate it.
help, brother.
I
And
appreciate it.
shit, bro. If you want, you can hit me up anytime and we can bounce shit back and forth, whatever, bro.
Yeah, hell
Honestly,
yeah.
because I be having weird corners of my brain too that I be like, "Man, ain't nobody gonna fuck with that," and then be like, "Man, you better go up in that back corner and grab that weird ass sample."
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, it's a part of kind of getting out your own head
Yeah,
because majority of the time, I'm gonna say about 80% of the time, it's you that's holding yourself back from
yeah,
like just making some weird shit. Like, okay, who knows? Somebody might
hell yeah,
actually really fuck with it, and it might be the right person. So like,
exactly.
don't ever like. I have a bad habit, a horrible habit. Oh my goodness,
Come
of
on.
deleting stuff that I'm nah, I don't fuck with it. I'm just gonna start something. I
You
just
just deleted off the bat
yeah,
on some Q-tip shit, bro. You just delete it off the bat.
done it. I've done it so many times.
Wow, that's
Just like
bold.
because it's like okay, fuck this.
I
I'm gonna
feel you though. I feel you.
go something new. Go something new. Go something new. Go something new. Like if it's not working, okay, I'm gonna do something new. But like what I've been trying to do is just save it and come back to it with a
Yeah,
new headspace and see if I can work with it.
you know what I mean.
So it's all a process. It's all a process. So yeah, I gotta get out of that habit of deleting stuff.
Sure, nigga. Can you imagine if a motherfucker sat down and was producing, and who the motherfucker that made Old Town Road? Can you imagine the motherfucker that was sitting down producing Old Town Road and sat here, listened to it, bounced the motherfucker and everything, and listened to it? It was like, it's too weird. No one's gonna get it. Delete. Can you imagine that shit, bro? Can you really imagine? Like this is a number one hit that stayed up at the top of the charts for weeks, for months, bro.
Mm.
Don't be deleting shit.
Yeah,
Don't be
yeah,
deleting. Don't delete shit, bro. Don't delete
I feel
shit.
it. I feel
Don't
it.
nobody delete shit. You at home too. Don't delete shit.
Don't delete it. Don't delete it.
Um, shit. I got a whole bunch of shit that's probably never gonna see the light of day, but I'm not gonna delete it because
Mhm.
at some point I'm like, ooh, that works with this.
Yeah. You never know. Some gonna come up, be like, oh, I do have something for that.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
But shit, man, it's been great. It's been an awesome conversation. It's been great getting to know you. Look, y'all, this is like the first time us like really like for real getting a chance to talk. Cause like last time it was like
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Totally.
it was great having you on the show. I really appreciate it. All of No.Topher's information is going to be linked down below. All the people that he mentioned, their info is going to be down there as well. Shoot, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, all that good stuff. And we're going to see y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.